Hello students, welcome back to this session on EMFT and wave propagation. So in this session we are going to discuss some more questions from unit 3, which is the fundamental parameters of antenna. We have studied all of the fundamental parameters of antenna in the lecture classes. So if you have still not watched the previous videos in which I discussed the concepts related to the fundamental parameters, so I recommend you first to watch the lecture videos, then come here, because I am taking directly the formulas here. From where the formulas are coming, you don't know as of now. So if you have no ideas about the formula, and even if you get confused during a question, you can go back to the lecture video, you can see it and then come here. Okay, so I hope now you have seen all of the lecture videos, and before this you have also seen the previous tutorial videos as well. Now coming to the first question. The first question states, calculate the gain of an antenna with circular aperture of diameter 3 meter at a frequency of 5 gigahertz. Okay, so we know it's a circular aperture and the diameter is 3 meter. Okay, so we can find out the effective area. Area will be pi r square, which will be equal to, if I represent the area in the terms of the diameter, it is given it's a circular aperture, so area will be obviously pi r square. Now if I convert r in the terms of diameter, radius is equal to diameter upon 2. We all know this formula, so if we put this formula here, we'll be having pi d square upon 4. Okay, so now what is diameter? Diameter is 3. So here we'll be having 9 pi square upon 4 as the aperture area. So it will be in meter square. Now the frequency is given. From the frequency I can find out lambda. Lambda will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 upon 5 gigahertz. So 5 into 10 raised to power 9. Okay, so now here we'll be having 3 upon 50 meter. So I know now lambda also, I know effective area also, or effective aperture as well. Now we need to put it into the formula to find out the directivity, and from the directivity only I will be finding out the gain. Actually I have to calculate the gain, and for gain first I am calculating the directivity. Okay, so the formula for directivity is 4 pi upon lambda square Ae max. So we know what is Ae, or the maximum value of the aperture area we know. Okay, so 4 pi upon 3 square upon 50 square into Ae. What is Ae? Ae was 9 pi, sorry, here we have 9 pi only, not square, upon 4. Okay, so now 3 square will be cancelled with the 9 and 4 will be cancelled with this 4 here. So we'll be having 2500 pi. So this is my directivity. I had to find out gain. So in the question I needed to find out the gain. What is gain? I hope you have seen the video where I discussed the relationship between the directivity and the gain. Gain is equal to K into D. Okay, so now if I don't know what is K, I will be finding out gain in the terms of K only. So we'll be having K into 2500 pi as the gain. Okay, so whatever be my K, and if it's an ideal scenario, I will be taking K is equal to 1. So you can specify it also that gain is equal to 2500 pi. It's for ideal case. So G ideal is 2500 pi. Okay, now otherwise the gain is equal to K into 2500 pi. Okay, so now I hope this thing is clear. So it will be 24649. Okay, so this is my gain. So I hope this thing is clear. Now you will be finding out with the help of calculator, and find out that it is 24649 or not and check it. Now after that we have the next question. The next question, it states determine the directivity of a beam antenna having half power beam width of 30 degree and 35 degree in perpendicular plane intersecting in the beam axis. Okay, so what are the perpendicular plane? We have only two perpendicular plane, E plane and the H plane. So what is given? Half power beam width is given. So theta E is given and theta H is given. So theta E is 30 degree and theta H is, it is 35 degree. Okay, so I hope now it is clear. So theta E, theta H are clear. Now we have a relationship between the directivity and the half power beam width. Okay, so now I hope you understood. We have the half power beam width in E direction and the H direction. So we are having the values of E in the perpendicular planes. Now we'll be relating it with D. So we have the formula 41257 upon theta E into theta H. So this is my directivity. Now what I need to put? I need to put the value of theta E and theta H. So 41257 upon 30 into 35, which will be equal to 41257 upon 1050. I guess it is the same answer you are getting. So now you can find out the directivity. If you have to find out the directivity in the decibel, so what is the formula? The formula is 10 log 10 of directivity. So what is my directivity? I will be putting this output here, and when I'll be finding out, it will be equal to 15.7. It will be around 15.9. Okay, so this is how you can find out the directivity in decibel also. Okay, so now coming to the next question. So the next question states the radiation resistance of an antenna is 72 and the loss resistance it is 82 ohm. What is the directivity if power gain is 16? So we know all of the things here. What we need to find out? We need to find out the directivity. So I know the relationship between the gain and the directivity. Gain is equal to K into directivity. What is the formula of K? K is equal to, so here we are given with the radiation resistance. So I am representing the radiation resistance with RR and the loss resistance with RL. So we'll be having K is equal to RR upon RR plus RL. Okay, so this is my K, and this is how gain and directivity are related. Gain and directivity are related with the help of this formula. Now what is RR? It's radiation resistance. So these are just the representation. This is loss resistance. So now we know all of these terms. All of these terms are given in the question. We just need to put. So whatever we are seeing in these questions, these are just directly the formula based questions. If you know what is the exact formula which we have to use, you can easily find out the parameters which is required. So nothing extra mathematical computations are required. We just need to put data, we just need to use a formula, and we just need to find out the answer. Okay, so now what is gain? Gain is 16. Okay, so now RR is 72, here 72 plus RL is 8. So into directivity. So now we just need to know one parameter, that is directivity. So 16 is equal to 72 upon 80 into directivity. So now we can cancel it out, and 16 is equal to 0.9 into directivity, and directivity will be equal to 16 upon 0.9. Now you can find out the answer, and the answer will be equal to 17.73. Okay, so now I hope you understood how I found out the directivity. So this formula is actually really important, and whenever you practice a lot of questions, the formula get imprinted in your mind. Okay, so now coming to the next question. So we'll be doing again one more question based upon the same formula, so that we'll be having more practice. So we have the question: an antenna has loss resistance of 10 ohm, power gain of 20 and directivity 22. Calculate the radiation resistance. Again we have to use the same formula. 3 parameters are given. I need to calculate the 4th parameter. Okay, so I am given with RL. RL is 10. So power gain is 20. Directivity is 22. Now I need to find out radiation resistance, because gain and directivity are having different value. So radiation resistance will be a parameter and loss resistance is not 0. So when gain and directivity are not equal, we can conclude that there is some loss resistance present, and this is present here also. So now here I know this formula, again I will be using. So gain is equal to 20 is equal to K into directivity, which is 22. Okay, so now here 20 upon 22 will be equal to K. And what was K? K I already told you, it is equal to RR upon RR plus RL. Okay, so now it's just a simple formula and I can calculate it. So here I will be having 10 of RR plus RL is 10. So 10 into 10 will be 100. So here I have 11 RR. Okay, so 11 RR minus 10 RR will be equal to 100. So which means radiation resistance is equal to 100. This was a simple linear equation, and with the help of this simple linear equation I can easily find out what is RR. So which all formulas we used? First formula that I used was G is equal to KD, where K is RR upon RR plus RL, and the second formula that I used is directivity is equal to 41257 upon theta E into theta H. Now I hope you understood how we can use these two formulas, and this third formula we have already used in the previous videos as well. So directivity is equal to 4 pi upon lambda square AE, and I told you whenever K is not given we can find out G in the terms of K only, and the G of ideal scenario we can find out in the case of RL is 0 and K is equal to 1. So when I considered K is equal to 1, we can find out G of ideal. So I hope you understood each and everything. If you still have any kind of doubt, you can reach out to me or you can put the doubt in the comment, and I will try to reach out to you as soon as possible. I will try to solve your each and every doubt as soon as possible. So I will be talking about the next fundamental parameters in the next video, and I will be taking you to the next unit after that. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like it, like the video, subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.